Let's talk about apologies. Okay, we all know what we want to happen. So we want to make an apology and then have the other person go, oh, thank you for apologizing. And then they open themselves back up and we get to reconnect with each other. Doesn't always go down that way, does it? Let's talk about that in this video today. I'm Stacy Rocklein, and I help people write new love stories about themselves so they can break down their guard and live deeply connected lives. So first, I think we have to begin with an apology. Like, what is an apology? And I've talked about this before, but let's just think about it as having two parts. One part is the actual words we say, the thing that we use to open the door. And it has to be done well. You're basically saying, I'm sorry I hurt you. Full stop. I mean, you can talk about the details of, the hurt, but that part has to be done well. Then there's the change in behavior. That's the second part that goes with an apology. You've got to do it differently in order for it to really be sincere and genuine. So keeping those things in mind, what is going on when that happens? An apology is rejected. Somebody apologizes and the other person either flat out says, I do not accept your apology, or you can feel that they don't open themselves back up, that they're still closed, that they are energetically rejecting the apology. What we have to figure out at that point is it me or is it them? Or is it you or is it them? And I want to talk about both sides of it. So if you're on the side where your apology is being rejected by somebody, you can ask yourself about, the actual apology itself. Did I make a sincere apology? Or did I make a pseudo apology, which is basically like something along the lines of, I'm sorry your feelings are hurt, right? There's no responsibility in that. I'm sorry that I did that, but it was just because blah, 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 which basically voids the apology. So if you didn't make a sincere apology, the other person can totally hear the bull crap in your apology, and they're not going to open up to that, right? So you can check yourself first. Did I make a sincere apology? Let's say you did. Now the other question is, do you change behavior, right? Or do you notoriously apologize for things and yet you don't change what you do, right? The people in your life are going to see your apology coming, and as heartfelt and sincere as it is, they can open up, but you're going to do the same thing again. So that's the part where you can figure out what's you, right? Let's get on the other side of it. Now, the other side of it is familiar to me because I'm an apology rejector by nature. And I'll tell you where it comes from. And some of it makes sense and some of it's definitely not okay, but I'm big on the behavior, right? I want the behavior to change. The words don't mean that much to me. What I want to see is something different. So a lot of times I'll be like, whatever, and I will reject the apology. Now, here are the problems with that. Number one, I'm not acknowledging that other person's need to connect. This is what they want. They want us to be reconnected. By rejecting the words, I'm rejecting them. Here's another problem. If I'm waiting for behavior, what's happening in the delay, right? Who knows when the next opportunity to come along and do something different is going to be? Am I going to punish that person and hold them on the hook until that happens? That's not fair. They are coming to reconnect with me, and so I can't hold them in limbo while we wait for the next time that they're going to be able to do it differently. My failing is something that I am working on, and so maybe you'll see yourself in there too. But sometimes the person who's rejecting the apology is just so hurt that they want to punish. They do not want to reconnect. They want you to continue to be held accountable for this thing. And they think it's powerful, right? If I say no to your apology, then you've got to continue to sit in that. But you don't have to. That's the truth of it. You don't have to. Just like forgiveness, right? Forgiveness is about us releasing ourselves from something, right? And we do it whether the other person apologized or not. We do it because it's for us. Apologies are a little bit the same way. If in my heart I know that I've done something to hurt somebody else, I'm apologizing to release myself a little bit. Yes, I want to repair the relationship. Yes, I want to get reconnected, but I also need to release myself from it. And that's part of what you're doing in an apology. There's a little bit, hopefully, a little bit of self-forgiveness in the process. And whether the person rejects you or not, you can still do that for yourself. You can still do that because it makes you feel better. It makes you feel open. It makes your heart feel open. And hopefully it will reconnect. But even if it doesn't mean avoid it, right? Still do it, regardless of what happens. So, fun topic. You can figure out where you fall in there, you know? We all have our apology challenges, right? Are you the person who rejects apologies? Why? Are you the person who's a poor apologizer? Can you fix that? Do you never change your behavior? Maybe that's what to look at. There's something in here for all of us to look at. And it's so important that we do, because these little human experiences and interactions where we hurt each other, they're gonna happen. They just are. It's how we come back, how we reconnect with each other. We've got to work on those are the skills and tools we have to get better at, so we can quickly get back and reconnected with each other. Hopefully you found some little thing in there for you to take away. If you know somebody who might benefit from this, please share this video, and thank you for watching. I will see you next time.